Let's make some bagels. I've never made bagels before in my life, but I saw a video online, so I'm pretty much a pro now, right? In all seriousness, there's a lot of schools of thought when it comes to bagel making. I'm not a pro, but I'm gonna show you the easiest way that works for me. Let's go ahead and try it out. Warm water, 1.5 cups. Azúcar morena, brown sugar, 1 tablespoon. You can use malt barley syrup or molasses for this, but I'm keeping it with sugar because it's a staple and everyone has that at home. Make sure that dissolves first. Active dry yeast, 1 pack, and mix. Let that rest for 10 minutes. I'm gonna sift in 4 cups of bread flour. All right, time to add salt to this. 1 tablespoon. Hey, Editor Anthony here. Make it half a tablespoon instead. Just trust me on this one. Mix it up. Look at that bloom. If your yeast doesn't look like this, throw it out, start again. This is what you need. We got our mixing bowl. I'm gonna add my yeast, stir it all in. Make sure I don't leave anything behind. Going with my hands first. I'm gonna add in about a tablespoon more of water. Lock this in place. Set it to stir first, then level 2. And we're gonna do this for about 10 minutes. I was gonna do a stretch test, but I think that pretty much answers my question. It's pretty stretchy already. Knead it a bit more until it gets nice and smooth. Take a bowl, just a little bit of olive oil. Brush the entire pan. Set your bagel dough in there. We're gonna cover this with plastic wrap. You wanna set this somewhere warm for at least an hour. If your house is too cold, here's a tip. Set your oven to the lowest setting, let it come to temp, turn it off, let it rest for about 20 minutes, and then your oven should be at around 90 to 100 degrees, and then you can proof it in there. All right, it's been an hour. My dough has definitely doubled in size. Now we can gently punch it in. Just kidding. Ooh, that released a lot of air. All right, plop it down. I'm just gonna shape it a little bit more. I'm gonna cut this into 8 pieces. I'm gonna take one, stretch it out like so, fold in the bottom corners, kind of making a ball. Wanna pinch it together, we flatten it out, and we repeat that process. To shape it into a bagel, you're gonna take them from the center, stretch out and create a hole. I'm gonna do this just because I find it a little bit easier. And you wanna try to make it as even as possible. This is what I got more or less, so I'm gonna stick with this. And you wanna make sure you place them into a lightly greased pan. All right, this is all I could fit in my pan, so I'm just gonna do these 5, cover it up, and let them rest in the fridge for about 30 minutes. All right, here are my bagels after 30 minutes in the fridge. Now we're gonna boil them. 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, a teaspoon of baking soda. You mix it all together and you're gonna let it come to a boil. Again, you could use molasses or malt barley syrup, but I'm using the simple stuff. We're gonna take a bagel, just like that, and we're gonna set it to boil for about a minute on each side. I'm gonna do 2 at a time. I'm gonna start with these 2, egg wash, and some black sesame seeds. That looks pretty nice. And for the rest of the 3, I'm gonna leave them plain. I'm gonna egg wash only 2 of these. We're gonna set this in the oven at 400 degrees for 25 minutes. All right, it's been 25 minutes and not too bad for my first time making bagels. Let's let these cool down for just a bit and then we'll cut into one. All right, time to cut into a bagel. Sesame one, not too bad. Underneath, not too bad either. Here's a plain, kind of ugly on the top, but I guess it's fine for my first time. Here's the no egg wash version. Here they are side to side, just so you can see. I'd say they look pretty good. Now let's see how they taste. We're gonna slice right into this one. All right, let's check that inside. Looks like a bagel to me. Ooh, that's pretty good. A little salty. All in all, this was pretty good. I'm gonna call it a win. So there you go. Homemade bagels made easy. Comment below if you're gonna try this one. That's gonna be it for me today. Buen provecho, stay healthy, y nos vemos mañana.